Dark Sun, Shattered Lands. I have no idea where we were with this game. I think we were trying to find another hole to go down into, because that would allow us to explore that underground temple. I have written here to do next. I sometimes write down what I have to do next because I would forget otherwise. What I have to do next, we have to teleport to the Red Sands, and then from there we have to go east. That's all the notes that I have. Yeah, they should be enough. Let's move over here. I mean, desk space. I brought my notes. I don't have space for the mouse now. Where's my mouse here? Let me mute my phone. Fuck, I forgot. Alright, let me push this back. And push this back. Set my notes somewhere over here. Hopefully I don't touch the webcam cable, because sometimes when you do that, the camera just gives up on life. It didn't. Okay. Alright, alright. Boom. Boom, boom. Here we go, tiny soda, everyone. Ah, tiny soda. I should have bought more. I only have another 22. That's still like 3-4 weeks. Alright, I have enough. Whatever. So before we go to Red Sands, there's something else I would like to just take a brief look at. I want to how do we move again? This. I wish for travel. Fields of Dredge, I think. Your wish is mine. I resume the timer. Where are these people, though? I haven't been here in a while. Now, the reason I'm here specifically is just because this is like a special sort of place, and I want to see if there's anything down here. There was this whole... What was down here? Because this place is... It looks special, it looks different. And maybe there is a hole here that does take you to that temple. I doubt it, but... I want to check. It's quick to check. We can just teleport out. I don't remember what was down here. I remember it being nothing, but... Ah, the side secret entrance from the sewers. Okay, that's why I assumed it was nothing. Just wonder, like, okay, this does show on the map. Is there anything else that is like suspicious looking? Not really. There are This is nothing. Right, so I really don't think there is anything else here. So I'm going to use this again. I wish for travel, 2 red cents. Your wish is my command. Your wish is my command. Now this was the weird ass skull mountain entrance thingy. There are some creatures over there. Let me change the leader back to a thing. The weird ass doggos. It's pretty violent. I don't care. You guys attacked me, not the other way around. Oh, look. Weird ass eyes. I'm sure someone wants them. I don't remember who though. Sand hauler. I think actually might be this guy here that wants them. Oh wait, there is more. Has spell components to sell. Sand hauler eyes. 50 for each, yes. Terror Bloom. Who asked for a Terror Bloom? The merchant, this guy. The lore master in Sedrility might help with finding the Terror Bloom. The death of a rampager seems crucial. Also mentioned one of the writings of the Lonely Girls and certain habitat. Perhaps the lore master in Seldrit will know more. Okay. I could do that quest first. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Now I have to figure out who the Lord Master is. Maybe this. Hello fellow warriors, it was quite a fight you had against those wyverns and their riders. Now that I haven't seen a few of them myself, who are you? I'm the village sub-leader, Askuye, in charge of the warriors in defense of Sedrility. Are you a good fighter? Will you join our alliance against Trash? I was so comfortable. It's fine. It's fine. It wasn't fine when I clogged the toilet earlier today, but it's fine now. I live for the day when we defeat Drash. I intend to lead the warriors to battle personally. The glory we shall reap will spread our fame across all of Athas. Are you a good fighter? The best in Cedrilta and many other places. That's why I am here instead of with them right now. My sword arm is needed to protect the village. Excuse me, I'm see the preparations for the next raid. Goodbye. Okay, so this isn't the lore master. Hang on, my chat is covered. There we go. Oh, that's the leader. That's not a lore master. What's there? What are those people and those people? That's so fucking weird. It's good to see you again, Tiger Skydrum. What can I do for you? Well, what will your village do now? Once ours return from the war, we can rebuild the main wall and our homes. It will not take long before Cedrilta is restored. Where are your warriors? Marching to Quetzal to join your army. Goodbye. 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 Okay, so none of those are lore masters. What about that? Creaking? Is that what this species is called? Metar. Hello, fellow mortal. This is a terrible way to live. The bandits are no different than any of the other disasters that all of us on Athos must survive. In this life, we must make the most of what's given to us. We are made to suffer. But they destroyed your village. If it hadn't been the bandits, it would have been a plague, or fire, or leprosy. Why blame the bandits for the fate of all mortals? I must return to my devotions now. Goodbye. This was like the explorer guy. Thank you for freeing us from the bandits' butchery. It was a pleasure. Your freedom is worth all that I suffered. Sorry you suffered on our behalf, but we're truly thankful. What are you doing? I'm making a roof for my house. Now the bandits are gone, I don't have to worry about them burning it. Your warriors will fight boldly. Sure they will, just hope they live to return to their homes. We can't win the war without help. Yes, I know that, but I'm not sure you can beat Drash even without warriors. I must get back to my work. Thank you again. No one is optimistic about any of this. People just leaving the streets because everything has been destroyed. This is just villager. I still cannot believe you killed the bandits. You're a true hero and I thank you. Have you heard any rumors? Some say caravan is due to pass through this area. What I wouldn't trade with them for fresh food. Goodbye. Okay, what about this other guy down here? Another villager. Same thing. I doubt these guys are lore masters. They're just random people. Yeah, villager. Villager. Is one of these a lore master? I don't know what those people are up there. Oh, they're renegades. Okay, let's renegade their asses. Just laser eye into Tiger Skydrum. Whistle, whistle. Just one hit punch, everyone. I'm not taking this shit. Okay. The party rests. Like, the leader is not the lore master. What about that person? Did I talk to that person? Oh, this is Renegade. Is he gonna battle me? It is. What a dumb fuck. Oh, they're coming from all the way over there. Okay, never mind. Oh. Okay. I know I could technically do a control body here, but these guys are whatever. Hello there, Big Fatty Plus. Congratulations on your 7th stream streak. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? I already know the answer. You always give me the same answer. You're gonna tell me that you're doing, which is definitely better than not doing at all. You're good. Oh, fuck, you tricked me. God damn it. When I finally accepted that you're never good, you throw a curveball. The F, man. You'll delete it. Okay, everyone got deleted. The Squee, I have talked to him. So yeah, I've talked to everyone. I haven't found a lore master here. So I don't know what that is about. So I'm never doing that side quest. Because I can't find the lore master. They're supposed to be here. Unless he's like at the door and they're like... When they said add Cedrility, they didn't quite mean it. Wait, how do I leave? What? How? What? Did I? I think I managed to leave. Want another twist? Not sure. My tribe has... You're not... Sorry to hear, friend. Are you sick like Sakura or is it something else? Man, everyone is just... Bring the blues. Your ankle. I've done that before as well. It can be fucking annoying. Now you're walking like a zombie. You weren't before, you're already doing better than most. When I was younger, I had something wrong with my knee. I don't know what it was. It was funny sometimes. It hurt a little bit sometimes. It was very annoying. But it was like background noise. It was always there. This was like, I was like not even, I think I might have been like 18, 19 years old. No, younger. I was like 16. And I already had a bad knee. So one day I took the bus home. And my stop is coming up, and I come to the front. And I'm standing there, and like there is like this engine cover, this large engine cover on the front. And I'm leaning against it, like it's about knee high, the engine cover, and I'm kind of leaning against it. And I forgot that there was like this big turn the bus would do before coming to my stop. And what happened was that on the turn I was thrown sideways against the cover, So the cover held my knee, my leg below the knee, and my entire body was forced onto the cover. So it kind of I got a sharp pain. I felt like something snapped, and I never had knee problems ever since. That boss was the best chiropractor I've ever been to. He was the only one I've been to. You walk like a mom, you grow like one too. Yeah, Sakura was talking before about still being sick, slowly getting better, but yeah. Yeah, that fucking sucks. Went to Disney, got sick. That's what usually happens to people that go to Disney, yes. Yeah. At least you weren't sick at Disney, that would have been worse. My tribe has arrived. They received my vision shortly after you left. They're out hunting for food. You are welcome to stay here with me now. You are not prey. Why am I not prey? My vision shows that you will hinder the city. My tribesmen shall benefit from one fewer threat. For this, I make you exempt from the hunt. So you will help me. I can do no more than make you not prey. I did not send my people into the organized slaughter of war. Goodbye. Return and see my tribe grow. May you always find prey. Lizard people, yes, they're some of the most reasonable people around. Actually, like they have a very steady set of rules. Ignores you as he gathers salt. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't know what the game means by the lore master. I'm gonna move on. They're practical, yes. I wish for travel, red sand area. They're basically like, in this game they're portrayed as just being cold-blooded, which makes them rational. And they're not good or evil, they are just rational. Also ruthless. Rational without emotion is ruthless. Basically. Right, we talked to these guys, they're just dumb. That's you. You're ruthless. I'm sorry to hear. Would you like some Ruth? So you can be Ruthful? Or are you okay with having no Ruth? You love me, be Ruth. Stop! No one is allowed in here. Your leader told us to enter. I have no idea who these people are. Why were you summoned? Our leaders never call for people to come here. That's confidential. You shouldn't even be asking. You may not pass unless you tell us your business. I am needed to stand guard. Do not require guard. Leave now if you value your lives. Let me in now. Do not enter. Okay. Music Fate is going to do the fancy stuff here. Control body. I think it failed. Majera. I mean, I can just delete everything in the game. I'm just gonna kill everything. Like, if you're not with me, you're against me. There you go. Life is simple when you can just kill everything. Murder them all? I'm trying. This is a very large place. There is a potential exit here. There is a potential exit here. I don't see any holes. I came here looking for holes. These people look very civilized and organized. I'm just gonna go in, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? And I'm gonna say, look, dude, if I weren't supposed to be here, the guides wouldn't have let me in. Don't expect this. Oh, look how fancy. You don't expect, like, scrawny kids like us to have defeated your guards, right? The only way... Look, it's a ex-lizard people. It's a lot of people. I can't kill them all, but I don't think I want to. Just taking a look around to see if there's anything that looks relevant. Well, let's talk to the first one. The slave cringes away from you. Where is your leader? He trembles, the points down toward the center of the worm. Why don't you speak? He opens his mouth and points. You see that he has no... Oh, fuck. Sorry, Jesus. Since you leave, Seagull returns to his labors. Okay, so this is like a worm guts area. Dried worm guts. I'm assuming all of these are just slaves. This is also a slave. The slave gawks at you. Where is your leader? Looks at you questioningly. Where is your leader? I need aid. Points to the east. Okay. I'm not gonna be rude and say, are you deaf? The slave points to his ears, indicating he can't hear. You know, like, oh fuck. By walking like a zombie, you have your right foot turned 90 degrees and oval at AI. 90 degrees. When I was younger, I could do this thing where I would put like both my feet at... Instead of pointing forward, pointing sideways. It was very difficult to stand up like that. A little, okay. Like you have no basis of support when you do that. Like just 180 degrees of horizontal feet. Why would I do that? When you guys were kids, did you do that horrible thing where you can flip your eyelid? You can reverse it. I thought it was awesome. I didn't understand why the grown-ups hated it. Now I do. That's what you're doing with your right foot. Alright. So you're not walking like a zombie. I'm terribly sorry to say. You're walking like a clown. Sorry. You know, with those gigantic shoes. Get back to work, or hey! What are you doing here? Only allies of Balcazar may pass. I seek allies to help stop Drash. Straight to business. We might consider an alliance with you. It is customary to share a drink of Megaran Molange with a potential ally. Here, drink this while we discuss the details. We're in a Pathfinder game where you are various types of undead. One of the players was a zombie, but was an artificer. built himself jet boots because his movement was so fucking zombie with jet boots. Hilarious and often chaos. Every time you try to use them, you have to roll for success. That would be amazing. I mean, it's obvious the drink is fucked. Yep, yeah, makes sense. It's obviously the drink is fucked. I'm gonna drink it anyway, can just reload. Because if on the very off chance that the drink is not fucked, this is the correct course of action. I doubt it. Good, we're well on our way. You've shown trust in us. Now what do you get? What do we get out of this alliance? I'm inclined to say this. No need payment to fight Drash, he's a dick. Requires something for our trouble. Promises 60% of the treasure you get from the armies and will ally with you. I'll give you half. Do it for 60% of the treasure you get. Half is all I offer. Fools, you believe we'd make a deal with you? Alright, then we kill everyone. You're either with us or you're against us. People are screaming outside. I don't know why. This is technically a quiet neighborhood. How do you feel about Sand Anakin? Hello there, with the name guy. The score is irritating and it gets everywhere. Like. Yeah, I think you forgot a coma. I don't think there is Sand Anakin as opposed to like a Snow Anakin. I don't know how many types of Anakin are there. Alright, and then we keep going trying to see if we can talk to anyone that will listen to us. I didn't actually have the option to... I didn't actually have the option to offer 60%. At least 5. Sand Anakin, Snow Anakin, Forest Anakin, Mountain Anakin, and Underground Anakin. Together they're Captain Vader. You were a kobold mummy. Oh Jesus Christ! So you were just a tiny roll of toilet paper. And the team's skill monkey. Okay, once you rolled the natural one doing check for traps, didn't find anything. As the party passed, they triggered traps. Be a small kobold holding organs to weigh you down. It wasn't heavy enough to trigger them. Oh, they just pulled it on the ground. They rolled you, and then they tugged back on the toilet papers to roll you back in. Yep, no traps here. No brains. Smartest person in the room. Oh man, that's offensive to everyone else. Dude, I don't have brains and even I know you're wrong. You have defiled this place. I'll see to it that you do not leave here alive. But I'm just walking around, dude. Want to be deleted so fucking hard that can be arranged. Something just disconnected on my computer. There's something connecting and disconnecting. It disconnected again. Why doesn't Windows tell you? It stopped. I mean, the stream is still going, the camera is still working. Oh, again. Yes, it's probably some USB. And some of my... I've had like 500 different well, not 500. I had like 3-4 computers with USB devices in my life. And they were all wonky in some way or another. I don't do anything, I just plug them in. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm on Intel. I have no way of knowing... Like, I could look at my device manager, but it doesn't tell me what isn't there. It doesn't tell me what's there but just got there, so I have no way of knowing. I don't know. The other day, I booted into Linux, my mouse was not working. I was like, why? I unplugged it, plugged it again, then it was working. I just mentioned a problem with Linux. not Ubuntu though. Ubuntu is not nerdy enough. Event viewer! Right, you're right, you're absolutely right. Error, device setup manager. Was this right now? No, this was a while ago. Windows logs system. There is nothing recent. You tech lizard, there you go. Hardware events. I'm just curious, sorry to interrupt the stream. There's nothing on hardware events. Yeah, there is nothing that happened recently, so it's not showing on event viewer that I can find. Yeah, nothing on system or administrative events. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's gonna remain a mystery forever. Tiger Sky Drum didn't get enough attacks. Oh, she might have been paralyzed. I forget. I think these guys can paralyze. Ranger. Okay. God damn it. Is everyone paralyzed? Action Comics #1 is up for action for a cool 2 million. I would never spend. I understand it's like collecting, but I would never spend that kind of money on that kind of thing. Like, it's... Again, it's just a PDF. It's just a PDF that was printed. Like... with bad printers, because it's old. Like, I'm gonna get a PDF, I'm gonna print it, and then wait 50 years for it to start fading before I sell it. I don't get it. It's a PDF that smells. Yeah, it also smells. I mean, collecting, whatever. I just care that someone got a really high quality scan of it, and it's for now irrelevant. It's an artifact of an old age, I guess. Right, because if you try to open it, it immediately goes down to being worth only $1,000 or something. It's only worth 2 million as long as no one touches it. Yeah, you can't read it. Like, it's like people who used to buy like action figures but kept the boxes like closed, just sealed. Like, how people do that with video games? Oh, I'm gonna buy this completing box set and I'm gonna keep it sealed and I'm gonna instead emulate a ROM elsewhere. Then why did you buy it? I don't get it. I mean, people have so much money, they can be weird. So do I go there? I can't negotiate with those people. I can't do anything over there. I might just keep exploring, see if I can find another place to go to. Limited run games never open them. 100 copies of Shantae. I think they're not actually limited run. Hang on. Like, I literally only ever buy games that I want to play. And even then, I have more games that I should have bought. When it comes to physical games, especially. Like, which is... And, like, the only physical games I have, say for exceptions of things that changed over time, are games that are or used to be exclusives to their systems, and emulation, at least at the time, was not reasonable. You don't buy games as an investment. As an investment? Investment. That is justifiable, but I still hate it. Just like I hate people who buy like houses and apartments as an investment. In some reasonable places that's illegal, thankfully. There are countries in the world where you're allowed to buy one place, the one you're gonna live in. That's how it should be everywhere. Like, if you want to buy things that are like non-scarcity, non-limited, like digital goods, then you want to collect that, I mean, fine, it's your money. But when it's cars stuff like homes and old video games that are no longer being produced and stuff like that, just because it... I'm not a fan. We need to move to that country. I'm pretty sure that's how it works in China. PDFs. Tell me after work. I don't know what kind of PDF you're talking about. There's one kind that I'm pretty sure everyone dislikes. But if you're talking about the files, I had a lot of problem with them back when computers weren't as strong as they are today. Nowadays they are whatever. Some of you are worth hundreds even open. I have games that I haven't gotten around to that are still sealed. That will drop a lot of their price if I open them. I don't care. When I decide I want to play this, I have the time, I want to play this game, I'm ripping them open. I bought them to play them. I don't give a flying. I don't look at them as investments. And it's going to be volatile anyway. Like, oh, I have a sealed copy of Super Mario Galaxy 2. Nintendo released a remastered version, now suddenly dropped its value by a lot. Like, it's gonna buy... I don't know, it's too volatile. And it's also the kind of thing like, oh, if we bought that one, Action Comics #1, if you bought that, that was a fucking investment, you would be so rich right now. Alright, that's true, but now that doesn't no longer apply. You can't replicate that. Oh, I'm gonna buy a comic book today and it's gonna be worth 2 million in the future. That doesn't work anymore. Same goes for video games. It's only the old stuff that is moving forward that's no longer relevant as well. Recovery.good. Don't click the link. It's getting late, you need to sleep. Alright, Sakura, thank you for stopping by. Please have a good sleep and remember to drink your fluids. You met my friend Adobe Acrobat. Ah, fucking Adobe. No, as soon as someone... This guy is still here, by the way. As soon as someone decided to add native PDF opening support to web browsers, I've never ever installed an Adobe product ever again. And even back then, I was trying to find alternative viewers. I think there was one called Foxkit or something. Adobe Acrobat is like the real player of document software. And they tried to put, I think you can put like a video inside a PDF file. In other lame shit like that. What happened? Halt! Identify yourselves! Identify yourself. This is a merchant caravan. We'll welcome you inside our picket, but any fighting or thievery will be dealt with in the harshest terms. Now what is your business here? I wish to buy and sell goods. You'll see the wagon master. She'll tell you where you can conduct your affairs. Where can I find the wagon master? Large wagon in the center. Drisana, is there a place to rest? You can rest at the visitor circle in the northeast corner. We wish to visit Larissa's wagon. She's a seer whose auguries give you profound wisdom and insight into the future. Goodbye, may your water skins never run dry. Okay, so there is a... Oh, this is so fucking... Would you look at this shit? Writing notes. This job is shit. This is fucking phenomenal. Then you have this. You have the other wheels on the other side. You don't have the smaller ships. Man, these people are filthy rich. I wonder if this is a place that would have a teleporting stone. Or even a hole. There is a teleport stone, alright. I'll need to find the gem for this place. I don't see... oh, the resting place, northeast corner, alright. But no holes that I can find. Caravan guard, I can't talk to him. Seraph? I can't talk to Seraph. Strange. There are the people inside Caravan guard. There are the people inside the wagons. I'm gonna talk to them afterwards. Sans Seraph, Sakura should be asleep, but with the pun opportunity presents itself, she can't control herself. Hey, fellow travelers, come share the... This looks like young Keanu Reeves. Getting ready for bed, okay. Come share the fire and talk with me. This visitor circle is for raising the spirits as well as resting the body. We just pasted someone's picture in there. It's one of the cool things about D&D games, Katura. They love to just put in random ass portraits. Welcome, my name is Katura. You're new here, aren't you? Well, maybe I can do you a service. I'm a regular visitor here and know everyone there is to know. What's your name? I'm Musifate, currently. Peaks their wagons. I never played Oregon Trail back in the day. Like, it was a thing that was very popular in the United States. No one down here has ever heard of it. But I did play it a few years back. I played the DOS version, it was very fancy. I did manage to beat it, my second attempt, I think. I don't know if it's like an easier version or if it's not actually difficult. It was fine. Oh, there are games on VHS, long time no see. This looks cool, it is. It's way better than I expected. Because, you know, SSI D&D games, they feel all like the same sometimes. But this one is very good. Oregon Trail was popular because you could play it in school. I'm aware. It was a thing back in the day, especially in the States. It wasn't everything down here. Don't remember being an exceptionally hard game. Okay. Yeah, I got the impression from hearing people talk about it that it was supposed to be difficult, but it was fine. I guess as long as you're not just... As long as you're actually planning and being mindful, it's fine. I liked 2 for Windows 95. I never got that far. Digitize actors and stuff, interesting. I want to play Oregon Trail. That game on Steam looks like it's awesome. Musifate? That's an unusual name, yes. Are you from Tyr? I had an uncle who worked in the mines there. Died in them too. He always went on about the strangeness of everything there. No offense, of course. I'm not from Tyr. No, go then. I know you're not from around here. It doesn't matter. If you don't want to tell me where you're from, I can understand that. Where are you from? I live in Tequatzel, but I was born in Nibenay. At least that's what my father says. Ever been there? They say it's breathtaking, rich with fountains and sculpted buildings. Where is Tequatzel? I know, but... Southwest of here, I'm buying supplies for Tequatzel. A visionary has prophesied the approaching doom, so the others want to be prepared. Tell me about Nibenay. All I know is what my father told me. It's at least a 3-month journey to the south. My father was alone when he carried me across the Sea of Silt to escape the troops. Who's your father? He's the leader of Tequatzel and a fine man. Few indeed survived the wrath of a Templar, and even fewer rise from slavery to power. What does the visionary say? I don't pay much attention to his babblings, but it does make for some excitement. They're talking about the people in T-Quad, so we have talked to those people a lot already. You binge Oregon Trail back on the PS4, $3 well spent. It was on my short list for a while before I got distracted. Super Amazing Wagon Adventure. Do I have that? Super Amazing Wagon Adventure. I have it. Overwhelmingly positive. It was released in 2013 and was updated all the way to 2022. It looks fun. You know these very blocky graphics, you know what it reminds me of? This game called 10 Million. The name of the game is just 1 and 7 zeros. Which is a match 3 where you're trying to run through a dungeon. It's very simple, it's very beatable, but it's very enjoyable. How much is it? Like, it's very cheap. Yeah, it's in my currency it's $2, not on sale. Historical low was less than 20 cents. It's a very...
Thank you.
It's a very non-presumptuous school game. Hello there, Liver Bass Gibbs. Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Really appreciate it. Welcome everyone from Liver Bass Gibbs channel. I'm Cooper. I stream most days of the week around this time. I have been doing Dark Sun Shadowlands for at least 14 hours. And we rotate this game in Dragon Force over the week, which we are very well into by now, but no idea how close we are to being it. We should be close, but I'm not sure. But what were we doing? Heroes of Might and Magic 2. It's Assassin Wars. Everyone loves Heroes of Might and Magic. It was our stream, my friend. Tell me more about it. Iron Man Challenge. Oh, I would never do that. Okay, tell me about the caravan. Watch your purse. That's advice for dealing with any caravan. But you must visit Cal's wagon. His goods are marvelous. Who's Cal? He's a magician, or at least he was, but don't tell anyone that, it's a secret. We just met and you're telling me, and it's a secret, that doesn't add up. His goods though, they're marvelous. You just finished the Voyage Home campaign. Last map was long. Yeah, that's how they usually pattern those games sometimes, right? Just having very, very, very long maps at the end. But congratulations, that doesn't sound easy on Iron Man. Seems like a nice achievement to have under your belt. I remember playing the original Heroes of Might and Magic with two cousins of mine on a hot seat configuration for several hours until we got tired of just switching people. And then we did something else with our time. The gate guards certainly seem suspicious. The guards are overcautious since the bandit attacks. Plus, the gate guard is Larissa's brother. The more he can tell her, the better she can help you. Tell me about Larissa. Oh, I visit Larissa whenever I can. Her psychic abilities can't be matched when it comes to foretelling the future. Make no mistake, she's a true seer. What do you know about the bandits? Bandits are bandits. This much a part of the desert is sand. They attack the caravan like they attack anything weaker than they are. It's nice talking to you. Good luck. Alright. So it's just the people on the wagons. We have these two, and the central one. So I'll try to do it in this order. Like challenges. Sure you do play the crew. Come on. I'm not the biggest fan of challenges. Tobrian. I mean, look. There is a difference between a game that is challenging. I did beat Okro, I did beat Zyklant, and a few others. And a game having challenges on top of whatever the game does. I'm okay with the first one and I can enjoy the first one. I really don't care much about the second one, personally. So like beating something like Okro or Zyklant, sure that's a challenge and I did enjoy those games. But then getting a game and playing like Iron Man mode, like Iron Man XCOM or whatever, or something like that, that kind of challenge in particular I'm not usually interested in. Although I'm sure Chad would love watching me play Iron Man XCOM. Good day, I'm Tobrian, winemaker extraordinaire. Please sample my wine. You'll not want to deny yourself the pleasure of its delicate bouquet and full body. No, Musi Fate. It's indeed a pleasure to meet a woman of such obvious distinction. Is this thing a woman? There was no gender selection for this race. Are they all women? Probably try Iron Man XCOM someday. Tried before and got wrecked. XCOM, the original XCOMs, they're very difficult to parse in general. In my humble opinion. The newer ones, especially like XCOM 2, I was reading discussions the other day, and it's just a game that is so fucking perfect in what it sets out to do. Like, if you are interested in that formula, you grab XCOM 2 with War of the Chosen, the DLC expansion pack, pretty much. That game is amazing. I've beaten it twice, and I'm itching to play it again. You're wrecked because of superhuman difficulty. Why was it superhuman difficulty? Did you get a bugged version? Was it like a bad crack? What were you forced? Did someone had a gunpoint? Like I'm trying to come up with reasons for why someone would be playing it on superhuman difficulty. I mean, do you have a gun pointed at your head right now? Blink twice. I'll be glad to sample your wine. An acrid taste lingers on your tongue after drinking the wine. Only your throat constricts and sharp pain lands through your stomach. You remember nothing else. I'm gonna reload. I refuse. You chose because you wanted to know. No, Liverbest Gibbs, no. Wake from your stupor to find yourself surrounded by city troops. A lean elf argues with one of the troopers. Listen to the conversation. You should kill them. But the commander may want them alive. Tell him they were killed trying to escape. Listen to the conversation. Killing them will save trouble. You can't fight them now or when they try to escape. Your advice is tempting, but the commander is powerful and I don't want to suffer his wrath. I'm going to interrupt the argument. The rats want to be heard. Who are you? If it interests you, my name is Seraph. Remember it when I spew your life into the sand. What are you going to do with me? We're just discussing that, whether to kill before or after we take you to the commander. You'll never take me alive? We have nothing to discuss, would you agree? No, we could talk. You're not taking me alive. We can still talk. What do we have to discuss? I'll promise you a swift death? If nothing else, you are amusing. Perhaps I'll be my jester. Take me to your commander. That was our intention, but I'll take you there dead. Guards attack. Alright. Zofia. Zofia is useless in these fights. Musifate is going to try and control bodies over here. Okay, this seems difficult. I want to attack this guy. Why is it so hard? It does feel good when you succeed. But beating the game normally also feels good. Not picking Iron Man, not picking Superhuman, it still feels good. In some cases, it feels better. The fuck was that sound? Okay. Spent 90 hours trying to unlock everything in F-Zero GX a while back to see if it's still had in 20 years. I might have done that. In the past with games. Don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I must have done that with some games. Revisit a game, see if I still have it in me. I mean, that's quite obviously some guy screaming to a microphone. Yeah, the grunts are fantastic. Hello there, we'll see you later. Welcome, my friend. Ah, this guy with the charm, okay. Oh, they took all of our equipment. I killed them with nothing. What does culprit mean? Nothing. First time I ever used culprit. First time I ever used culprit was when I was trying to create. I was probably 13 at the time, and I was trying to create an account to play an online game. Don't remember which one it was. It might have been a Command & Conquer game. And then I tried to use the name that I usually used, and it was taken. And then I tried like 5, 10 different names. They were all taken. Then I just typed random characters, and it happened to be culprit. I think that's where the name comes from. Just I typed random characters and they stuck. I still use the other names online before finally fully settling on culprit. It's just the name I use online. It's my Steam account. It's where I used to play Dota and other stuff. It means awesome. I think there are some languages where a culprit with 2 P's is like book binding or something. Got a grasshopper man, yes. It's a trick cream And I think it's a she. View character. It's a female 3 crane. So yes, it was female. By the way, they took all of our items, but they didn't take our 40,000 pieces of money. That kind of challenge, Liverbass Gibbs, I can appreciate it. You know, replaying a game. Like, there are some games where you can do achievement hunting like that, where it's just like, play the game differently. Like, I got all the achievements on a game called Transport Fever, which is like a Transport Tycoon clone. And the achievements were just like, oh, get to this year using nothing but, like, road vehicles. Okay, I can do a playthrough of just road vehicles, that sounds fun. Stuff like that, it was fun. And I did, as a quote-unquote challenge, I did a run of Fallout 3, which I've beaten like 3 times, I think. Focusing on like using just a sledgehammer. It was so fucking funny to just like sledgehammer people's heads off. Okay. Just killing everyone, it's fine. I need to find my items though. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I want them. Oh, it's down here. Wait. But where would my items be? Okay, I can't save the game because my items might be permanently lost. Maybe the game is kind of glitched. I'll have to go up there. Maybe something happens when we come back. Hello, Musifate. The Templars of Dredge grow more and more extreme in their efforts to maintain their power. Desert villages will not survive the upheaval. Goodbye. What is that supposed to mean? I still don't have my eye. What the fuck, man? Man, including like stuff like key items like the teleportation rod, we need to. It's not like we can. Katura. I can't talk to them about what just happened. Well, I'm gonna talk to the wine guy. Visitor. Where did you get fresh meat? Came across somewhere you prey and got off a lucky shot. Who are you? My name is Tizio. I'm a stranger to this part of Athos and its customs. Where are you from? Nowhere or everywhere. I traveled ever since I can remember. Where I'm going will always be more important than where I've been. Which way are you headed? Well, we are going to go west after. I haven't decided. Entire story passed down to me by my father. Many years ago, there was a nomad named Nephil. He was on his way north from Dredge when a sandstorm rose out of nowhere. The winds tore him off his feet and flying debris knocked him unconscious. He awoke on the north face of a volcano. Below him were hundreds of lava domes, each containing a gem. When he returned to civilization, his wealth became legendary. I don't think I want to talk. It's time for me to leave. Goodbye. Okay. I am going to put down a save. Just to be on a separate slot. Saving game, yes. It's getting slower to save the game. More data. I assume the save file is increasing in size. Tobrion. Oh, it's you. I'm terribly sorry for what happened. I had no choice. It was Seraph. He forced me to do it. He threatened to kill me if I didn't cooperate. Please forgive me. These are your belongings in the wagon. I was holding them in case you escaped from that worm, Seraph. I'll let the wagon master decide this. Very well, we go to her wagon. Did they already give you my stuff back? No. Where is the stuff? Okay, I'm on this wagon. I have to go back here and try to find my items. This music is kind of cool. Told you to fix their wagons. I skip the dialogue trying to move. This is a serious matter. It is well that you came to me. Violence is not tolerated here. Came to you in good. Tobrion is a liar. Perhaps we'll be the judge of that. Can you stop fighting long enough for me to hear both sides? Yes. First, Tobrion may speak, then you. What happened here, Tobrion? These cutthroats burst into my wagon, demanding I give them wine. What was I to do? You see how fearsome they are? I'm just lucky they heard guards coming and decided it would be better to lie their way out. And your sides tell the truth. Dragon Master listens intently to your tale of Tobrion's deceit and treachery. I have listened to the accusations in this dispute between Tobrion and Musifate. Considering the evidence, I have no choice but to judge in favor of Musifate and her companions. You are a wise judge, I thank you. You are gracious. I am sorry Tobrion caused you so much trouble. Tobrion, you big dishonor to this caravan, I must pay for it. I charge you with a fine of 5,000. That's nothing. Ceramic pieces, and you'll forfeit your wagon to these innocent travelers. Leave this caravan now, Tobrion, before you suffer a worse fate. Here at 1,000 ceramic pieces as compensation for your trouble. The rest will go for the good of the caravan. Farewell. Alright, so we own a wagon now. The one with the wine. Apparently, but I need my stuff. Does that mean I can carry my shit around in this now? Wait, no. Where is my shit? Sometimes the game gets me so confused. No, I don't want this. Wait, it's another pith extract. Where's my stuff? That is the wagon. I can't look at the other ones. Like that would make no sense. I don't get it. Where's my stuff? Just want my stuff back. I wonder if what happens if you try to fabricate a story. I assume it would fail, but then what? Wait. Is this my... Oh, this... Oh, the stuff is all in here. It's a mess of pixels. Oh. Oh. Oh, fuck, it's just all of this. Oh, okay, never mind. Of course, good luck trying to figure out who's supposed to carry what. It's so much stuff that I have to re-equip. This is annoying. I really don't like much when games do the whole thing. Have your items all removed and then you can get them back later. But it's even worse when it's like this. Now we literally have to equip everything back one by one. Oh god. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Silk armor AC +3. The best one needs to go for him. And the second best to Musifate. They needed more. Didn't I have... AC +2. Leather shield. I think you used one and one of these maybe. The special swords were hers. Tiny boots can be yours. This is an unknown. Metal, iron, whatever. I'm glad I organized my items. Before. Where does this go? This I probably want to sell though. Good lord, this is gonna take so freaking long to parse. Cannot use 2 heavy weapons. Oh, interesting. I know she can. Part of the reason why she's so good at shit. The obsidian cha-cha is for him. This is a metal helmet of contemplation. This is a lime, is going to be sold. So because of that, you're going to use this instead. AC1. AC1. Make sure you have one of those. Always give the better armor pieces to the weaker guys. I think I had a magic... There's a magic leather sling. Oh, you can't even... I mean, it could be that you equip this, but I thought I had a magic bowl somewhere. These are all relevant stuff that I'm keeping. This is the stuff we're selling. The rod. This is 1d8 plus 2. This is better. This is worse. These are the same. This is slightly better. All right, I think we're done. I could equip this on him. I don't know if you... Oh, you can't? Cannot use his item? She can. But I wonder if you need stones equipped or something. Right, there are still more items that I need to pick up. Alright, there's the magic. Yeah, but this particular game where it's just like a mess on the ground. And not drop, I wanted to split. It's just a mess on the ground, and then you have to pick everything up and then try to... Because some games are like, you click a chest, this is where we store their items, you click a chest, it all gets re-equipped just as it were. They just get restored to the proper locations. Some games is a chest, and it's a better inventory interface. This is one of the worst cases that I've seen for handling this particular thing. Okay, I think we are handled... Oh, there is this one. It's the same as that. It's better than that. It's the same as that. Oh, but we should give a weapon to him as well. And he can equip two, interesting. We want the better one here. Okay, that is the better one. Okay, those are all important items. This is for selling. This is empty, and I think I finally have nothing here. Okay. Phew, and save. That was a trip. Okay. Check the next one. Jark. Not jerk. Jark. Welcome, I am Jark, owner of this fine wagon. I'm interested in some weapons. I sell only the bells. Show me what you have to offer. And then I'm gonna sell the line. 300. I can buy his entire stock for a single line. Hope you found things to your liking. Look forward to doing business. May the arms serve you well. Larissa, this one. Greetings, seekers. I am Madame Larissa, and you are... Yes, has come to me, your Musi Fate and your companions. Zofair, Tigersky, Drumgo Tongue, all worthy adventurers. Your brother sent me. Yes, I know. My brother has a small measure of sight as well. It is why he was chosen as the gate guard. Often he sends those whose auras are particularly strong to me for further counsel. Your brother seems to know a lot himself. Yes, between the two of us, we probably know all there is to know about this area. My brother, of course, gathers his information from the travelers he greets, while I gather mine from mystical sources. How do you know our names? I know many things. I am a seer with abilities of sight, beyond that of normal people, sensing the ancient past and the future as you see the present. Tell me about yourself. There is little to tell. My brother, the Gate Guard, and I were born in Drash, slaves to a Templar. We escaped using my precognitive abilities and lived in Tequetzal until we joined this caravan. Tell me about Tequetzal. Tequetzal village is southwest of here. We left because two visionaries in the same village can cause problems. If she was so smart and insightful, she would know we already know what Tequetzal is. We have already been there. She would have called us out on that. You had problems with the other visionary? To say the least, that charlatan spoke of nothing but doom and salvation. Ha! I told them that such talk was nonsense and simply attracted trouble. I had no such visions. Oh mio Dio. Will you tell me my fortune? For a mere 35 ceramic pieces I can reveal your destiny and mystical secrets that have been hidden from you. Will you pay? Yes. Madame Larissa slips the coins you give her out of sight and begins chanting. Her eyes roll back as she spreads her arms. I see innocent blood spilled! Simple merchants beset by brigands, their livelihood stripped from them, but lo, heroes come to their aid and are rewarded. Can I repeat it? Remember, for good of you, you must embrace your doom. Goodbye. So we're gonna save merchants. I thought it was gonna be like maybe a useful hint system or something, but no, it's 11. I don't know, I can try her again sometime. Sorry. Should have slept more. La mia stupida caviglia. Your stupid clavicle? You're off work, okay. Enjoy your ride home. Ride, walk, whatever. Get there. Your stupid ankle. Caviglia is ankle in Italian? Interesting. I would expect it to be something like Tornacello. or calcagnare. Never mind, go home. Welcome to my wagon. My name is, well, you may call me Cal. I can see by your demeanor that you are the sort to appreciate my wares. Nice smile. Many people buy the artifacts I offer, but few grasp their true worth. Why, I sold the necklace of Greensome Sun to a man who gave it to his wife as an anniversary gift. My entire village burned when, well, I shudder to think of it. You, however, are too wise to miss the singularity of what I sell. This is the guy that used to be a wizard. Rare and unique artifacts of Athos. I'm sure you will not want to be without one or more of them. Show me your goods. Here, may view my treasures. A gem, a talisman, venom, and wooden warriors. Arrows. What the fuck am I talking? Rather just talk for now. Yes, pleasure before business, I always say. Cal is not a true name, is it? Cal is the name I go by. I made many enemies during the acquisition of my wares. Were my true name known? I would not live out the day. I do not even practice as a mage any longer. Who is hunting you? The list is too long to recite. Western kings, countless templars, particularly vicious band of silt sea giants. I could go on, but adventurers like yourselves understand that brooding over enemies serves no purpose. The alliance we are forming needs heroes. My time as an adventuring mage has ended, but I do what I can to help my brethren, selling the fruits of my travels at prices so low you'd think I was selling sand. The reason you hate PDFs is because you're the only one that knows how to convert files at work, and several companies like to send sale ads as PDF. No. PDFs are good for many things, like, unless you need to extract or convert. Then they're fucking dumb. PDFs are good for immutable data you want to look at or print. Done. They're amazing for that. Anything more... Then people come up, no, this is a form in PDF that you can fill out. That's stupid. This is a PDF where you can like annotate and... that's stupid. That's not what PDF is for. PDF is the result of virtual printing. You have a source, you print it into a PDF. The data is only useful as looking at. But yeah, I get what you're complaining about. You don't look much like a mage. The disguise is good, is it not? It is a small sample of my artifacts can do. I wear Cultel's ring. Would offer to sell it to you if not for my own need of it. But if word of mage abilities reach the wrong ears, where did you acquire these artifacts? Before I was forced to hang up my mage's robes, I traveled many untrodden paths on Athos. My magical abilities helped me identify the seemingly ordinary artifacts for what they truly are. As to their origin, they come from the treasure hoards of sorcerer kings, from mysterious ruins in the hinterlands beyond the Ringing Mountains, from the burning heart of the Sea of Silt. My friend, these treasures were brought from the furthest corners of Athos, and you'll not see their like anywhere else. Just what is the necklace of Crimson Sun? A mere bauble compared to the items I can sell you, but the necklace of Crimson Sun was nevertheless a powerful pendant with fire rubies set in intricately worked copper. Legend has it that the sorceress Lusati trapped the fire drake in the necklace. I regret selling it to an appreciative man. No more talk of myself, please, my body forbids it. Tell me about the artifacts. I have no personal problem with using PDF, often need to print or post the ad. Yeah. It's like with programming, like, if you're going to send it to people that need to use it beyond just the basic, you need to send the source code. For PDFs, that would be whatever original document they had. Like, if I'm gonna send a document to someone else and all they want to do is look at it or print, then I'll just send a PDF, that's easier. But if they need to edit it or anything else with it, then any other format is better. Like I said, the PDF is just a virtual printout. I'm sure a woman of your wisdom can easily divine the true worth of these treasures, but my humble knowledge is at your disposal. The Cultel's cloak belonged to the great mage of Eric, and usually of proud skill. It is said Cultel could pass unnoticed through Dragon Slayer, the Dreaming Eye. Singularly curious object, the Dreaming Eye. Static Seer of the Ring. You know what? I'm not gonna go through all of these. Certainly, I'll talk to you more, but a busy man. Have a nice day. Okay, yeah, no hiss. Right, and finally we talk to her. And put a save. That was gonna be way too much. I like talking about all of those items. Caravan Master. Greetings, I am Trisana, the Wagon Master. We have a great variety of goods to offer, if that is your pleasure. I'm Musifate. Pleasure is mine, Musifate. Your inventor, yes? We'll find many such as yourself at the Visitor Circle. Tell me about the wagon merchants. If you're looking for goods, I recommend the wagons belonging to Larissa, Kel, and Jark. What is your pleasure? How is the caravan faring? We've seen more profitable times to be sure, but raiders forced us into the desert where only folk like you can find us. Also nay. Who is raiding your caravan? A tribe of Magera plague us. They are better organized in their roofing marauders typical of their kind. Their leader must be exceptional or not Magaran at all. Where do they come from? They come out of the south, usually when the sun is setting. They are difficult to spot, but who knows where they really come from. I know where they are, that's the skull cave entrance thing. Fixing food. Alright, enjoy your food. I wish I could have some. Tell me about the Magera. Brutish beasts? They attack in small groups of 9 or 10, hit and run. They never make off with much, but it takes a toll on the profits. Why haven't you moved on to another city? The opportunities for profit are too great with Drash preparing for war. We'll make good on all our losses as prices shoot up. Magara Raider is still traveling a peaceful caravan. We're afraid to know little about the Magara. The one rumor suggests they live in a city of bones to the southeast. The payment of that for stop the Magaran raids. Caravan Master wants the Magaran stopped. Is this agreeable? Yes. That's good news. The entire caravan will be grateful. Tell me about your caravan. Once we dealt with city folk, setting up camp outside the city walls, but our business now is with simple travelers. We are only biding our time while the pot is stirred. While what pot is stirred? The war. The more strife there is between Dredge and the villages, the better for us. Both will want to fill their stores at any price and feed and arm their growing armies. What business did you do with the city? Our main trade is transporting dredges, rich crops of grain and hemp, to Ram and York. However, we gain immediate profits as intermediaries for the local artisans and merchants. Why are you biding your time? Rumors of strife in the city make it worthwhile to wait. Prices are sure to go up more. Have you heard any news out of Dredge? Templars are inciting the Dredgians to war, raising the specter of slave villages to revolt as an excuse to grab resources. They will cleanse the desert, or so they claim. Local mission against the Magera raiders. Okay, so this is just a mission to get rid of the Mageran, and I assume if we do, then they would join us, maybe? So now we go down to the Mageran, and we have to be mindful of... Hello there, Tiger Skydron! Good morning. There's a namesake be stomping around bullying the minis. She has. Yes. My friend Ting, thank you so much for that drawing. I still can't look at it without crying a little bit. We are going to be printing it out and putting it on a frame and putting it somewhere special. Actually talking about that today. What about this thing though? Like, did no one... Wait. Did this guy sell it and I missed it? Show me your goods. Yes, jam. Okay. Dumb. Right. I almost missed it. Me dumb. It didn't upset me. It's an ongoing process. I shouldn't have, like, it's not a good idea in general to look at Discord during the stream. Like, I shouldn't be distracted during the stream, you know. It's just so happened to see the little notification icon and I got curious. Alright, Zofia, enjoy your trip home, finally. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the Majoran and I'm just going to be more careful about it. Look at these things. Ow. Here comes Tiger Sky Drum. Just delete, delete, delete. These are Zorns. They are very, very strong. I might need to go back and heal somewhere. Zofair went into automatic. I might have clicked that wrong. I might need to like heal somewhere. I don't think there is a healing spot around here. So because we're gonna need full health before we even go to the Magaran people. Your wish is my command. Framed? It was very meaningful. I would talk more about it if... Oh, you have a bad attitude. Yeah, I'll as much of a pleasure garden. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I would talk more about it, but then I would get emotional. I was very hesitant about showing it to my wife because I knew she would be heavily affected by it as well. And she was. I've actually shown that image to a lot of people. Okay, let's head back. Yeah, they say art can be used to like touch people and stuff like that. It's not something I usually put a lot of stock in, but that's a very good example of being touched by art. Oh, the camera is doing things. Okay, hang on. What are they talking about? Thing? How the hell do you even apologize for anything after that? The thought was definitely there, and it was phenomenal, and it's going to remain a forever little treasure for me. Was commanded to come here. By who? That's confident. Oh, my phone is restarting. That's confidential. May not pass unless tell us our business. I'll leave. Goodbye. Do not return. Okay. And then I return. I'm kind. You're kind. Throw to leave. We will be killed. Okay. Out of ammo? What the? I thought I had re-equipped that stuff. See, Tiger Sky John just goes in and delete 2 people before they can even breathe. The whistles. I wish there was a place for me to heal. I might need to go all back again. Tiny Asian auntie power active. Amazing. Is there like an Asian version of La Chancla? Because that would be very fitting. The samba whistles of Bell. There are samba whistles, you are correct. Hang on, my phone. I think got an update or something. I just need to get it working. In case someone needs to call me for an emergency. You never know. It's also the sandal. Those are called, like, there is a brand of that particular type of flip-flops down here. They're called... Well, the brand is called Havaianas, which means Hawaiians, plural. And it's just like the most famous brand of flip-flops down here. Actually, good quality stuff. I have some down there on the floor right now. Like, they're very fucking popular down here. This brand. Havaianas. Hawaiians. And the walk ladle. Fantastic. So we don't have La Chancla. We call either Havaiana or Chinelo, which is the generic kind. But we do have this old, very old meme, very old meme called Havaiana de Pau, which is a flip-flop made of wood. It was from an old animation where some kid was trying to run from their mother and their mother just uses like a wooden flip-flop to hit them. And they just scream, "Here comes Havaiana de Pau!" or something like that. It's very old, moldy by this point, Brazilian meme. You return. Hope you don't bring ill tidings. I am Mosey Fate. You're not allowed in here. Leave now before we're forced to take action. No, come on, I want to talk. I must talk to Balcazar. Wait here, one of his meals or if you take you to him. Better not be too long. Good decision. We're here. Someone will be along soon, okay? Is someone coming? This guy wasn't here late. It's fine. Welcome in, Happy Cakes. Didn't hurt to run the pedals. Fancolo la mia caviglia. Are you sure caviglia is ankle? It doesn't go along with any radicals that I know for that word. Chicken strips. I had a homemade pastel tonight. Let me find a picture of something similar so you know what that is. I had this for dinner. They are deep fried, homemade. You put in ground. We had ground beef and we had cheese ones. So you bite into them and you just pull the cheese back. We usually have like ground beef seasoning, some shredded hard-boiled eggs. So I have another picture so you guys can... Yeah, this is even a better... Yeah, this looks more like the ones we made. They're like big professional ones that you can buy this one. But these are homemade. They look exactly like this. They have a very consistent look to them. They're fucking phenomenal. I'm pretty sure the traditional dough for this takes cachaça, which is like the Brazilian kind of vodka. And that's what makes it very dry and crispy when it's deep fried. They are very similar. The empanadas is the closest thing to pastéis. But I think the only places that have actual pastéis are Brazil and Portugal, I think. But the dough is different from empanadas. It's way crispier. Is someone coming? We have already sent word. Be patient, or our escort will arrive shortly. Do I just wait, really? Like fried pot stickers. I have no idea what that is. It's a fun thing because we just like sit around the table. Someone prepares the cheese and eggs. While someone is at the stove like preparing the meat, the ground beef. And then we sit at the table. It is just like, it's usually me closing them. There's like a whole technique because it's a round thing, you flip it closed. And then you use something to seal on the border. So it's like two people filling the cheese ones and the meat ones. And they hand it to me and then I close them off and I separate so we know. Once it's closed, you don't know what's inside. Zolfair is a fried pot sticker. Maybe that's why he has a bad ankle. What is worse, to have a bad ankle or a bad uncle? Would you rather have a bad, would you rather hurt your ankle or your ukro? Have not had pot stickers. What is a pot sticker? Fried pot sticker. I never even heard of that. No, they look like pastéis. Are these deep fried? Or are they cooked, baked, or deep fried? Pastéis are almost always deep fried. No, I haven't seen this ever. I would expect to see something like this in Southeast Asia. Not deep fried, little dumpling, you pan fried, not seen. Okay. So it's very different to pastéis in how it's prepared and probably in how it tastes. He's not walking like a zombie. I have corrected him already. He's walking like a clown. He has described the walk. It's a clown walk. Is someone coming? Wait, this guy is moving. Okay, that's the escort. Nice sprite. You are not allies of Balcazar. I can see through your feeble... Look at his face. And you'll die for it. What? I never said I was allies. Hunched over like Igor and Hoblin. It's a very particular type of clown, yes. Zolfair, where are your arrows, my friend? I specifically split them so both of you could have them. Did anyone else get the arrows? Musifate has arrows. Why the fuck does Musifate have arrows? Nice. Time for thing. Boom. Boom, boom. That didn't kill it. Armors? What? Armor is what? Did you break armor here? I have everything because I don't think she had any rings. Oh, he destroyed the legs. She had leg armor. You then with the black vinegar and soy sauce made into a dumpling dip. Man, that sounds amazing. I would fucking love to try it, like I'm someone who freaking loves to try food I've never had before. People be like, oh, that's weird. Like pineapple on pizza or something. And I'm like, that's fucking awesome, I want some of that. I'll eat anything that is, you know, edible and safe to eat. Preferably. Is there a spot to save here? Because if there isn't, I might teleport away just to heal and come back. Because last time we died on the follow-up combat. I don't see any healing circles. Yeah, if there were healing circles, I would probably gladly like just fight my way to them. But there aren't. So I'm gonna already eat the loss of the armor piece. But yeah, like Tagaskadon lost more than half her health. Many pardons, master. I am shielded from the obelisk's auras by the surrounding earth. Must be above ground. Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter. I can just go back here. Local restaurant has kimchi pot stickers, so bloody good. Yeah, where I live, and I got the feeling that's most of Brazil. Like there is. Wait, what are you? I think it's actually most of Brazil. People don't. It's not that easy to find like international cuisine. In general, we have the foods we like. And that tends to be it. We have a few Mexican places here. We didn't have Mexican food like until like 4 years ago. We've had like Japanese stuff like sushi for a while. Your work boots will help you get back to work to support the ankles. That's good. Yeah, you just like... I'm sure you don't need me to tell you this. You just make sure to keep a lookout, to keep an eye on that stuff. Like, if it starts to get swollen or anything, you need to stop immediately. Like, keep track of it day by day. Make sure it's not getting worse. Last thing you want is to, like, overexert your ankles and make things worse. They're not like knees, in the sense that once they're fucked, you're completely fucked for the rest of your life. But they should still be, you should be careful with them. Yo. Did I get that right? You don't know what it is, no redness or swelling. As someone with zero medical qualifications, it's either very serious or nothing at all. It's like 50-50. It's either something you should have taken a look at yesterday and now it's too late and you're gonna die, or it's something you're going to forget about and it's going to go by on its own. Like, it's no middle ground. It's cranky. Why would you put a crank in there? If you put a crank on your ankle, it does get cranky. Is that if you put a crank on something, it gets cranky? That right? Wait, why no path? Why no path? What are you talking about? I think pathfinding has like a limit in distance. You have first aid and emergency prepared. Oh, you are way more qualified than I am then. So if I sprain my ankle, I'll ask Zofia for advice. I did not know I had a medical doctor on call like that. You think it's fatigue? I had a friend whose nickname was Fatigue. Nice guy, worked well, played video games and everything. I don't know why. I do kind of know his actual name. I don't actually know why he was always called Fatigue. Oh, the things didn't show up this time. Fucking this place looks phenomenal. Look at those. Oh, the leader is not McGarren. Someone, they said they were suspecting that was the case. Look at this fucking shit right here. Is like Stone Guardian's arena. Is this like some kind of convoluted soccer game thing? You have to carry a statue to the enemy's goal or something. And then the guy died because it was too awesome. Jesus, what is all of that? Oh, look, this guy's just enjoying resting. Oh, there's another guy like that. I want a bed. Anything in particular? Yes, my bed needs to look evil. Why, sir? It has to look... I'm an evil person. I want silken sheets. I want a soft mattress. I want fluffy pillows. Because I'm not a barbarian, but it still needs to look evil. Like, I don't want spikes or shit. It has to be comfortable. This is the equivalent of a race car bed for villains. It's a comfy thing, but it has like a big skull at the top. That's it. That makes the bed evil. Fit for evil consumption. Stop, go no further. My power is limitless. You cannot defeat me. Do not continue or you will be destroyed. Okay. Actually, I wanted to check the other entrance. Silk pillowcases are the best for your hair. I hate silk. Is that a normal thing? Because people usually don't understand when I say that. I freaking hate silk. I find it uncomfortable. I find it very uncomfortable. I was once gifted silk boxers. I tried to wear them once or twice. It was a fucking nightmare. Oh, this is the... I was gonna say this is Underground Temple, but this is something else. What is all of this? What the fuck? There's a tiny button over there. This is an evil place. Everything here is... It makes you sweat and it's heavy. Nickname on camp staff was Tool Shed, because they couldn't find you when they were looking for something. The tool shed. You had a pair of silk boxers, wore them all soft and sweaty. For your face and hair and staying beautiful. The silk pillowcase supposes it stops your hair from breaking or getting split ends, I believe it's its term. Right, so it's good for staying evil. Staying evil. We're still on the evil bed sheets. So it's good for staying beautiful. Alright. But what about me though? Like, I'm not at the point where staying beautiful is a concern. No one enters! I just did. Maka, 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 maka. What is it with these things? These are rocks. Okay, if Tiger Sky Drum is... What was that sound? It's the evil chat. I'm beautiful. Just thought you might want to baby your hair. I would want to, yes. I would very much want to, yes, but I find silk to be so uncomfortable. I probably wouldn't even sleep properly. The fuck? I'm glad I saved because I think we're dying here. They went after... That bug went splat. Split ends can be held with a stiff brush. I don't know, my hair is not like... I do baby my hair a little bit. But my hair is not quite at a spot where like I can... Oh, I'm gonna do things to my hair to make it look better. Right now I just have to wait. I am on month 7.5 of my recovery. And it's still like, from what I understand, it's still... There is some that hasn't grown yet, and there is some that has grown, but it's like so thin you can barely see it. So I'm still working on it. I have an appointment. They are okay. I have an appointment to check progress and everything else in about on the 8-month mark. Use a horsehair brush for your beard and mustache. Do you have horse beard and mustaches? Why would you use a brush that was made for horsehair on human beards? Is your beard so fucking thick and brunt like that? The birds, yes. Yeah, that emote actually is very good for the birds. Jet was evil the other day. We're all being filthy in here with you. My bedroom now, and Mage's base stuck up right in the middle of bed. Oh man, Fanboy Saga is a fantastic game. We need to play more video games with fanboys, and we need more video games with muscle mummies. It's difficult, right? Because if you try to find a video game with a muscle mummy, something like this, you don't get this. You get like, oh, it's sexy and voluptuous, and not like actual muscle mummies. We need more representation on that front. There is a scroll down there. Monster summoning allows caster to conjure 30 level monsters who fight on caster side in combat. Okay. You need to curry comb. Bristles of the bruise are horsehair. Stop messing my jokes, man. Now, if I go around, there's that closed door with that button inside. But I can also get to this guy, and then there's this thing. But I have people here who are nearly dead. So I need to leave and heal up again, because I have no other ways of healing. And that's, I think, it's the harshest part of the game. Just no way to heal. You have this, but this is like nothingness. 2 health points. Yeah, and that's done. Hopefully we'll not need the hoof pick or sweat rake. But you guys can see on the camera that it's not entirely full up here. And but from what I've been reading, it's normal. Once I've been like a full year. Wait, how do I say year? Once it's been 12 months, I can start thinking more about doing things to my hair, like cutting it. Like I haven't touched this hair since September. No styling, no nothing. Just fancy shampoos and well, there is this like hydration lotion, whatever that thing is called. I don't understand hair stuff. I used to not have hair, so but there's this one thing that I use sometimes. It makes my hair a little bit shinier. By the way, the people who died, quote unquote died, were these two. I'm just wondering. Level 8, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8. They're not falling behind because of that. I think they get experience anyway, because they didn't die, they just got unconscious. You have hair in Ghana, is looking good. Yes, and that's a fucking relief. And it's one of the things that I've learned is that the hair loss patterns thing, like bald spot patterns and stuff, they're not they're not based on your scalp. They're not based on your head. They're specifically related to your hair follicles. What that means is that, let's say you're like me and you lose hair from this region. That's associated with the follicles themselves. They're programmed for that. Which means once you do like a transplant like I did and you pull it from back here and put it up here, you bring over the baldness resistance from back here into here. So these are not like my old hair that wanted to drop. This one doesn't. And I used to think of hair transplants as sort of like cheating. But I've realized that it's not cheating. You're not taking hair from someone else. You're not generating extra hair. You're just moving it around. You're redistributing. Redistribution is fine. It's within the rules. Well, you had to update the hairline for Katoon Cooper. Yeah, that one was based on the before. And you were, and I think I did bring this up, you were very generous. You put way more hair on that thing than it deserves to have. And I hadn't mentioned it was going to be a hair transplant before then, but you still realized I would be sensitive about it. So you gave it as much hair as you could while still making it look like me, and I appreciate it a whole lot. But if I ever need one again, you would need to give it like a fucking, I don't know, a mohawk. But a mohawk on all sides, so like an afro. Man, my hair has been doing things that it didn't do before. Like I can literally just bring it wide. It didn't go wide before. Like it's all the way up here. It's difficult to keep it organized. Like it's so fucking oh man, I need to cut it at some point. Getting a transplant from a blonde. Yeah, then you don't. Yeah. If that were a thing, transplanting from other people is not a thing. From my understanding. If there were a thing that would be like demand for that stuff. But you don't generate new follicles, so you'd be like, you donate like once and then you can kind of recover a little bit. But if you keep donating, you're gonna run out of hair. You were happy, I was happy too. PNG bird files are long gone. The ones you sent me are safe. I will never get rid of those. Can you please just go? Man, that one, I also showed that to a lot of people. Like, look at this drawing that a friend of mine made of me. Look, it's animated, it's moving. And they're like, holy fuck, that's really fucking good. It is, right? I got a professional artist animator to do this. It was very fucking expensive. No, it wasn't. It should have been. I'm a lucky guy. My USB device didn't unplug again, so I don't know what that was all about. So the things we have here are that circle on the ground. It's funny because they only use this part of the map, so if you click here, it's just that. So you have this circle and you have this guy. I could go talk to the guy first. Not a side effect, I haven't joked about me taking my hair off when I take off my headphones. Wait, were you joking about me being bald? And I didn't realize. You know what's funny? I've had people that were like, yeah, no, man, you lost weight and stuff. And they're like amazed that I lost a lot of weight and all of that. And then I'm like, yeah, I also got a hair transplant. And they're like, really? And I, yeah, don't you remember? And they were like, no, you were fine. And then I have to fish out old pictures. And they're like, dude, you were fucking bald. I didn't realize. Yeah, I try my best at hiding it, I guess. And that tells me a lot of things. It tells me that the results look natural enough that people don't still find it strange even if when I tell them, because otherwise they'll be, oh, I had a hair transplant. Oh, right, yeah, no, I can see that. And it looks so fucking natural that people like literally look at me and they don't realize it's different. From one bald man to a former, yes. Yes, on what? Oh, the fact that you were joking about my baldness. Oh, this is all the hair I used to have. Man, it's annoying. It was very annoying. And when I say annoying, I mean depressing. That I wanted to have long hair so much. And then I had my hair kind of long. But then it started to thin here. And so it got like stupid. Nothing against the style, but I hated how it looked on me. Like the bald pattern in the weak long hair. So I just started, I forced myself to cut it short, which was another depressing thing, but it was better than... Because when you have not a lot and you grow it out, you get these like tuffles that look very out of place. It's... Greetings, travelers. I am Tanaliv. Stay and hear the story of my fate, and know that your fate can be mine if you do not heed. Tell me your story, I'm listening. Before these halls were filled with the presence of evil, this place was held holy by the Magara. Here they congregated and worshipped. In those days, I was the guardian of the temple. This is very uninteresting. Please continue. You had to pull off the Leon Kennedy hairstyle, then he went bald. Yeah, I've mentioned, we talked about this a lot, and I always say that bald is better than balding. So the best course of action if you're starting to lose your hair is to just shave it off, be bald, you're bald or bold, both. You're going to look younger if you do that. Balding looks old, bald looks young. And it's the best thing to do. I didn't do that because I know my psyche, my mind, my brain well enough to know that I wouldn't be able to handle that. It's a whole thing. You shave what little is there. That's the way to go. Like, you know, some people just shave, like, they leave a little bit on the sides. I think you should just shave everything. And then if you do that, and then you do, according, you just said that you have a beard, and then you grow a full beard, it's an awesome look. It works a lot very well for a lot of people. Your head gets irritated if you don't shave. It calls you names and stuff. One night during a sandstorm, a weary traveler arrived, and we accepted him. He was brought to the temple and nursed back. That's the guy that told us to leave. Nursed back to health. While he regained his strength, I had visions of what was to come, but did not heed them. And then what? And then... One night I heard noises in the temple. I investigated and found Balcazar there. Okay, this is the Magaran temple. Completing some evil rite, I summoned my companions and Balcazar summoned his Babao and Vrock. Vrock are the birds we just fought. We fought on into the night, blood stained the temple floor. You like middle-aged men, you find the look the coolest and some stylish. You did when you were a teenager, so now that you're middle-aged, not even once a man looking too young. And that's perfectly fine, and you did compliment my green hair. You thought it was... You used a fun word to describe it. You liked it. And that's fine. I'm at a point in my life, and I think everyone gets to that point, maybe because I'm married, I don't know, that I personally don't care. It's fine, it's normal. I don't care much about what people about other people liking my appearance. I want to like my appearance myself. I want to look in the mirror and like what I see. And apparently, because of how my brain works, it's something that is important to me, which is why I decided to do something about it. Missa middle age? No, Zofair looks like he's like 15 at best. Like he looks like he has he looks like his beard is glued on. It's very weird. He's the kind of he puts like he wraps his arms in towels and then he puts like a freaking turtleneck so he looks burly and shit. So you're gonna go to Zofair thinking, oh, there is a burly freaking middle-aged man. It's fake, he's not bald, he's shaving his head. And then he takes off his shirt and realizes he's half fanboy. And then you're gonna be fucking disappointed. And I thought you were a middle-aged man, and then he'll be like, oh. What was the result? Balcazar kept summoning his minions, and we were finally defeated by sheer numbers. My companions moved on, but I remain bound by duty. I've told you this, for now you must help restore this temple. You could have said... Okay, none of these are very positive. You could have said that to begin with. True, but you must understand why you are to do this. To kill without understanding is to murder. To understand and kill is to vanquish. Do you see? It is for the eyes of justice. Now that you have heard my tale, you must help me restore the temple. You must heal the Megara slaves. I cannot restore the temple unless acts of kindness and generosity are performed here again. Heal the slaves. I'm glad I didn't kill them. I wouldn't. We are neutral good, which means don't attack people that don't attack us. When you shave, only have your mustache, you get asked for you. Oh, see. Case in point. Now, Zofair is just... all he needs to get on his journey to join the people of Dragon Force, he just needs to start moisturizing. How am I supposed to heal all of them? In this temple is a special chamber, the Chamber of Healing. Any who enter are healed of all injuries. Since the desecration, the room has not functioned, but bringing the Megara there will activate it again. What do the Megara have to do with this? They were the original inhabitants of the worm, and they are the ones who built this temple. They must be healed before the temple can begin to recover. The creators must be well before the creation will be. Does it count when you use it on your hands? No. No, it's not. I was going to make a comment that was so fucking horrible. I'm glad I stopped myself. No, it's not enough. In most cases. Very well, I'll help. Can you give me 8? If you heal the Megara, the Chamber of Healing will work for you. However, you must first bring them here to be healed. Once that is done, return anytime. Even death can be reversed there. Musifate is not around. Musifate was unable to resurrect someone. Apparently we know a way of resurrecting people now. Why don't you use the room? I have lived longer than I should. My life has been unnaturally prolonged because of Balcazar's evil, and when that is gone, I can finally be at peace. I look forward to it. I do not want to live again. Great, can you help me fight Balcazar? I can only give you advice. First, Balcazar is arrogant. His arrogance can destroy him. Is that relevant? Second, Balcazar relies on the summoned creatures if you can find his focus. Return here after healing the slaves. Perhaps they don't have more to offer. May fate bring you glory. Flipsider, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Welcome everyone from Flipsider's channel. I'm co-practicing most days of the week around this time. We have been doing Dark Sun Shadowlands for over 16 hours. We are also playing Dragon Force during the week, which is an RTS for the Saturn. Really well into the game by now. Both very fun games. We are on the Magaran Temple, where we have been given a quest to heal the slaves so we can find this Balcazar guy. I'm writing notes here so I can know what to do. And return to Shadow. Welcome in everyone, what were you doing? We were still on Fire Emblem. Yeah, we were talking about that game the other day. You finished, it only took you 63 hours. It probably took me around that time to beat it. I wasn't tracking it, but I think the game, the version I played had a tracker. You know what screwed me over on Fire Emblem? Now that you have finished it, I can bring that up. At least the DS version, it talks about how you should level your troops. You shouldn't just use your favorites. You should get everyone leveled up. So you know what I did? I would go into the missions, which you cannot repeat. You haven't played that game. You can't repeat missions. You don't have like redoable stuff. There is like an arena, but you can't. Whatever. You have a number of missions, and so there is a set amount of experience you can get in the game, technically. So every mission I would order my troops from lowest level to highest level, and bring in the lowest level ones to level them up. And I will always try to get the kill shots on the weakest units to give them the experience so they would level up. And that was the entire game. It was very difficult, but I figured, you know, I'm gonna keep everyone good. I get to the final mission, I get to the final boss, I bring in the strongest unit I have, and I can't do shit. Strongest unit was Mars, I think it's called, right? The main unit, main guy. I couldn't do shit. Like, if I got close enough to attack, he would kill me immediately. Why? Because the experience was spread over everyone and no one was strong enough to do that one unit. Like, I could swarm any group efficiently, but against one stupid powerful unit, the final boss, I couldn't do shit. It was very unnerving after that many hours into the game. There was nothing I could do about it except reload the mission, kill absolutely everything, all the optional enemies in the final map, giving all of the final shots to Mars and no one else, to level him up as much as I could in the mission, and it was still difficult. I managed to do it, but it was very unnerving because it was very close to not doable. You did level your favorites. I really avoided doing that. And you know what game is like that? Pokemon. They used to be, no, you have to... I tried to play Pokemon like 3 or 4 times and I always quit. Because it was like, no, you have to catch them all, you need to have everything, you need to level 1 everything. And it was always horrible. Until I finally ignored what the game was telling me. And I played it like a normal person. I built a team of Pokemon, I I wanted to have, and I leveled them up and I ignored everything else. Then I had fun and I beat it. In the Famicom version, the arena is unreliable, too easy for units to perma-die if they lose. Yeah, the DS version, I think I tried to use the arena and I gave up. Mars kinda needs to be high level. Yeah, I learned that almost too fucking late. You're taking notes. Yeah, you can level up. I did manage to get to the final mission and kill almost everything there by doing the absolute worst at focusing the levels. I just spread everything out. You can do that, so you don't have to worry about who gets the levels. Anything you do is reasonable, except for Mars, the main guy. You do need to put a lot of levels on him. There will be spots where you will need him specifically to be very strong. Specifically, the final boss is unbeatable without that. I remember for so long how much you enjoyed Fire Emblem, so excited to watch you here on Twitch. First time you tuned a stream video, was extremely confused. It's very easy to get confused about that game, yes. I want to keep playing through the rest of the series at some point. Only did the first one, and I needed a long break. Okay, maybe the healing is this. Turns out the game remembers so fondly. Oh, Breath of Fire. Oh, yeah, no, that's slightly different, yes. You harvest the most maps of experience with level many units pretty high. Did someone start raising with items for a secret shop? You think that helped? I did reasonably on that. I didn't skip a lot. I never skip in games, you guys know that. Yeah, this is probably the healing room. Use Mars a decent amount, he became a good thing for you, so he has max level partway through the game for me. Yeah, if I had done that, I wouldn't have had any troubles. Okay, so I had to try and bring the Magera's slaves here. Maybe I can just... I can't talk with them because they don't talk, but I can maybe, yeah, like, motion for them to follow. It's a game of limited resources after all. Share them all ways to ultimately screw yourself over. Yeah, that's my biggest problem. I don't know how the other ones are in that regard. My biggest problem with Fire Emblem is that it's a closed economy game. There is a limited amount of resources. And there are no do-overs, so you might get to the end and just find yourself utterly fucked. Which I very almost did. I was playing on actual hardware, so like, no, I couldn't cheat and save state and stuff like that. If, like, as a backup, because if I'm playing a game and I have access to that stuff and I get to the end and, oh, I got screwed over by I got soft locked, effectively, then I might resort to that sort of stuff, but I didn't have that option. It was very unnerving. Use Mars. Yes, so fair. When the game says that you should just distribute your kills over everyone, yes, but half of them still have to go to Mars. That's the only thing you really need to know to be able to beat the game. As long as you have one OP unit, you can always rely on that. Why are all of you working? He pantomimes a whip, then a look of terror. Why don't you stop working? He looks puzzled. You get the feeling that's just not an option for them. Show me your leader, I'll try to help. He nods and points to the ass. Can you take me to him? Nods and motions for you to follow. But it's not that guy, okay. I either need to talk and convince the leader, or I need to kill the leader so I can quote-unquote free the slaves, so I can work on healing them. I skipped that by accident. This is a very... that kind of NPC room. Yeah. Yeah, those guys are just like... they're farming salt in a very unconventional manner. You've played a few Fire Emblem games. This is still on your list. Yeah. I don't know if you are a purist and you want to go for the original or not. I played the DS version. It was very, 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 very enjoyable. It was the first time the game was released in the West. So many games. Yeah, let me see. I have a quick organized list here of series that I want to play through, and Fire Emblem is organized in there. Fire Emblem. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Fire Emblem games. I think there is one for mobile devices or something that's ignored, if it exists. The original one was called Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light. It was re-released for the Nintendo DS as Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. The second one was also on the NES and it was re-released on the 3DS. And then there are 4 that require fan translations in a row. And then they came back to the West with Fire Emblem. The first one released in the West for the Game Boy Advance was called Fire Emblem. Just that, because it was the first one released in the West. But the original name was Fire Emblem The Blazing Blade. And then have the Sacred Stones, Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, Awakening, Fates, Three Houses, Engage. That's all the games I have listed here. If I missed anything, it was released in the last 2 years. I haven't updated anything. Lita Protocols, anything you plug. One of the differences, you don't need to play Blazing Blade on GBA next. The next one... Yeah, of course the GBA is very good for that kind of game. If you want to play them in the order they were released, the next one will be Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valencia. That's the 3DS title. The original one was Fire Emblem Gaiden, which I think would require fan translation if you're going to play the Famicom one. I might have said NES, it was probably just Famicom. I remember the one on the Wii looked amazing when I had a Wii and I was looking through games. I sense a presence. You are a traveler. Perhaps you are the one that I have seen in my dreams. Greetings to you then. Man, the music changing dynamically for dialogue and combat is always so fucking good. You have to play Fire Emblem Gaiden for Project Nintendo eventually anyway. Right. Lita Protocols. PC8H. Amazing. Greetings to you then, I am the blind one. I address you telepathically because my tongue was cut out when I was made a slave. What is going on here? The one who controls all the slaves is Balcazar, a defiler who lives deep in the caverns. It is there that he summons horrible creatures and makes sacrifices to his dark masters. We serve Balcazar and his minions see to it that we never revolt. That is what is going on here. If you are here to put an end to his reign, know that you will do it alone. How do I get to Balcazar? Balcazar resides in the school which is to the east. Beware, for he has many minions, will not be pleased if you interrupt his sacrifices. Before you get to him, however, you must pass the leaders on these caverns, Balcazar's zealots. Where are these leaders? The leaders reside in the quarters to the east. I've killed them already. Living luxury compared to us, Balcazar has them on his leash, and he treats them well. If you sorry for them in a way, they're the next candidates for sacrifice. Balcazar is sacrificing the slaves? Yes, sadly this is true. His evil minions must be appeased to enter this plane. He has started a philosophy that he calls transformation, in which a slave who works well and is not disobedient can rise to a new level of being. In reality, he is sacrificing them to summon Babal and Vrock. Why don't you tell the slaves the truth? I did. This is how I lost my eyes. Was made an example of, one who did not believe in transformation. The slaves work even harder now, they think they'll be struck blind if they doubt it. What kind of minions does Balcazar have? Balcazar has summoned Babal and Vrock from the darker planes. They're bound to do his bidding and do not hesitate to kill on his behalf. Balcazar uses them to guard the temple and school. The slaves are so frightened of them that very mention of Babal and Vrock is enough to keep them working. Who guards the slaves then? Slaves there are now zealots of Balcazar, they are so-called leaders. He has turned them against their kind, and they are quick to call in the babao whenever they need to intimidate the other slaves. They spend all their time in their quarters. I'll go and talk to the leaders. A word of advice, you're going to approach the leaders. The best way to make yourself look important. Do not ask about Balcazar, but use his name threateningly. And claim that you were there to see him. Even the leaders fear Balcazar. Can you give me any other advice? I already killed the leaders I failed in talking to them. In my dreams I see the temple. A place where salvation and damnation go hand in hand. I suggest that you explore it. After you pass the leaders, head to the south. I did. There I found the entrance to the temple where you can find aid for a quest there. I met Tenelive at the temple. He can help. Indeed. And what did Tenelive have to tell you? He told me he can heal the slaves. Heal the slaves? This would be a marvelous gift. But there's a problem. The leaders will never let the slaves pass without killing them. Solved! You must convince them before you let the other slaves be healed. If you act as I told you, the leaders will be sure to let the slaves pass. I already convinced them. In that case, lead the way. After I'm healed, the others will be sure to follow. Alright, I did this on the wrong order. It's fine. Traveler, please wait for me. I follow your thoughts and they are growing weaker. It's difficult to follow you. Ah, goddammit. It's always fucking slow with these missions. Well, we have modern games that still mess this kind of stuff up, so it's no surprise. Kazo, my typing is so tapping tonight. Katzo. Yes. Katzo typing. I'm also in rare form thanks to your ankle. I haven't even seen your final form. Zofir is going to strain both of his ankles and ascend to a higher plane. And he still won't be able to type. Traveler, my pathfinding is kind of crap. Mine is not much better. If I click on the map entrance, these candles are magic. Did you see that? They were shuffling. Man, it's real late. Oh, I'm having fun. Apparently, I forgot about the time. Your final form will be a massive fart. You're going to ascend in gaseous form then. And I'll be here to watch it. I'm not clicking to move because I might be skipping dialogue if I do that. I wait, I click. I wait, I click. Must go to the healing room. Please take me there. Isn't this the healing room? I was certain this is what was the healing room. Is it this one then? But this one is closed. You just discovered a problem. Brother Zofar has been apparently tapping his feet all along. It's worse without an ankle. In all truth, if he tried typing with his foot, he would probably be better. 2 reasons. One, he would be, not used to it, so he would go very slow. And I think most of his problem is, typing too fast sometimes. And 2, it can't get any worse. Toe tipping. Must enter alone. Wait for me here. I must... Oh, his eyes are back! That's such a cool little detail. Which most people not even notice. I was looking at his eyes before. I was curious if you... I must get the rest of the slaves healed, taken to the great chamber in the Warrens. Oh, more of this. Eyes. Yes, the parallels. I have special eyes. My brand! That was sad. Ah, man, that's the thing about games that are setting like brutal settings like this, is that it can be very sad sometimes. I try not to dwell on it. But I know my tongue was cut out when I was made a slave. Man, that's fucking fucked. Let's go get the other slaves. The fact that he's probably not talking to me telepathically. Yeah, they're all getting their tongues back. Alright, that makes me happy. Just to believe you'll become the cyberpunk Hong Kong space shrimp god in your fire. Oh man, the space shrimp Hong Kong god, that's good callback. Tiger Skydrum, maybe you are. I'd have to kill you twice. Like, that would be your third phase. Right, you can be, but not on your first incarnation, but you have to be killed in combat. Do I just talk to them? Or maybe I just take this guy to the center and he just talks to everyone. This looks very central to me. I don't know. Take me to the Great Chamber. This looks like a Great Chamber. Is this a Great Chamber? This doesn't look like a Great Chamber. Is that Tigan or like the word sign? Tigan is your epic Tigan Yuri. Or space shrimp god. Now, something you expect in those games usually. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, but I feel like a game like this that already has so much stuff to keep track of with all the D&D systems and all the different quests and types of characters and all the dialogue is the kind of detail that would easily go missing. Yeah, I really like the look of this game. It's a shame that the timing for things, like you can see the animation is all wonky. I struggled to find a proper CPU speed that was on the sweet spot. Some things are still too slow or too fast at times. Great Chamber. Oh, in the Warrens. Maybe the Warrens is outside. There is this room, but there's almost nothing. This is definitely not a great chamber of any kind. I mean, if he follows me... then he might very well be outside. I think if he wasn't outside... Okay, he's not following me, so it's not outside. I mean, unless he already spawned there. No, he didn't. Because we shoot these games, have not liked any of the music, something that's very grating. This is using... This is 86 box. It's using very... like, adequate... MT32 emulation that we have used on other games just fine. I don't think it's a driver issue. Like if I were using Fluid Synth with a custom soundbank, that would be fine. But I'm using the original ROMs. I've tried to use ad lib music, instead, and it sounds a lot worse. This is at least interesting at times. But I'm not a fan of the music either. I like how dynamic it can get. The music is interesting, not good most of the time, but interesting. Yeah, this game was on a technical level, it was a big step up for SSI from their Golden Box games. Okay, I have to take him somewhere, I just don't know where. It has to be in here. Because the other thing is not the Warrens. The thing on the east is the school. The Warrens is not the Warrens. The Warrens has to be this. You lummist some of the music. Yeah, it can be very lumbering. Like, maybe it's one of the... Oh, maybe it's this. Maybe we passed by it, but it didn't... I didn't trigger, I had to take him to the middle. That's the largest chamber. Oh, he's not gonna follow. He did. Okay. Yeah, we passed through here. Yeah, Takascardron, I would. The Patrizia was different. I couldn't get it running properly on 86 box. If I'm not mistaken, I was using DOS box. So that one might have had a chance of being less accurate. I don't know if I was using Fluid Synth for that or not. I don't remember. But this one is 86 box. This is, let me check. This is using specifically Roland's MT32 emulation. With the original BIOS. There is nothing, I'm not putting a sound bank that I can switch around. Yeah, I grew up with just ad-lib music. Now I'll have my followers healed. This could take some time. I'll wait. Very well. Time passes as you wait for all the blind one's followers to go to the temple and be healed. Well, traveler, all of my followers are healed. That was fast. It is time to convince the others that transformation is a myth. Come, let's dispel Balcazar's lies. I've called together all of the slaves in the Great Warren so that they can all hear and see it for themselves. Follow me if we need some support. Okay, but we're not going to the school, okay. So let's follow him for now. Workers, stop your labors! Transformation is a myth. Only the temple can help us now. Look at me, again I have eyes with which to see. You can't again have a voice. Blind one lies! Balcazar has deceived you, revolt. The time has come to throw off our shackles. We must do what is best for us. Balcazar cannot defeat us all. All the Magera roar with a hatred that speaks volumes about Balcazar's cruelty. I can't thank you enough for helping us. Now we must kill Balcazar. Make haste. Yes! We have 50 people. We're going to overthrow Balcazar. You go on ahead. Good luck. For your party in assisting the Magera, the party gains 5,000 experience. That's a lot. Fools! You have thrown aside my offer to better yourselves. You'd have made fine sacrifices for my Bobo and Vrak. My conquest of Athos will begin here with you. Enjoy your deaths, infidels. I was not expecting this. But the slaves are gonna help, right? No guarantees, though. Like a sky drum, give them the what for. I was a bit weak. Yeah, they're coming to help. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons was between second and third. Yes, I think. You listen to the giant mantis man, the giants and the tiny Zoffair, perfectly normal, rational people. I mean, you don't have to go very far, just say listen to the fanboy. Weapon is... Wait, there... No. I'm going to reload. I'm going to reload. I can't accept... Tiger's Pride Drum losing one of her weapons. Those are magical, unique, rare, irreplaceable. No! No, I'm reloading. I'm reloading. They're melting weapons. Like I accepted the loss of an armor, but a magic irreplaceable weapon? No. No. Cannot corrode these fists. What if they can? What if we have to go endless the rest of the game? What is this suddenly Robinson's Requiem? That's just rude. It is. So this is right before all of that. We just have to walk him through there. Towards there. So I have to like get my distance. They have corroded. We fought one of those before. They did corrode armor, but that was kind of okay. Unless it's like a corrosion protection. Let me check the manual. I don't think the spell name will tell me. Corrode. The highly corrosive acid dissolves metal at a surprising rate. Chainmail in 2 rounds, plate mail in 3, magical armor adds 1 additional round per each plus 2 armor class. It doesn't say anything else about protecting acid. There is acid arrow. Attack spell, of course. No, there is no... I can't see a protect from acid thing. Going to dissect all limbs with his guns, Robinson's Requiem. Yeah, I mean, it's a freaking elf, man. Like, you're not using your limbs for anything useful. Alright. But it is pretty late. I'm gonna stop the timer here. Almost 17 hours. And I intend to come back to this game tomorrow. Fix his ankle while I'm there. Yeah. Tomorrow for more of Dark Sun.